Okay, hey guys. I'm trying to do something new here. I want to talk about a book. I'll probably be going this book talk or something like episode number 1. So I'm gonna be talking about a book that has a movie made after it, and then a lot of people. It's really popular actually. It's The Maze Runner. Yeah. Um, in my opinion, I love the book. The only thing I didn't like about it was that I really think they rushed the ending. That's the only thing. Okay, before I do anything else, let me just say this is gonna be a spoiler. Like there are gonna be a lot of spoilers in this because I'm gonna be talking about the book. I'll give you a little summary of it. I might explain like why my dislikes of the book and my like pros of the books. So in the beginning of the book, we get introduced to our main character Thomas. He's in the so let me give you a backdrop. So in the maze, there are these people called the Gladers. They're like around 50 males, like teenage boys, yeah. And then in the beginning, we are introduced to our main character Thomas, who is being carried to the maze in the lift because once a month a new glader is brought to the maze in the lift where the gladers could also just supplies from or something like that. Some sort of lift. I forgot what exactly the lift was, but yeah, and then like many strange things started happening after Thomas. Like Ben was one of the like gladers who was stung by a griever, and like a griever is like the enemy of the gladers. Like if you get stung by them, you get the griever serum, then they go through this change, and like it's a lot of pain for the person who got stung. And Ben tried to kill Thomas, but then Albie stopped him. Albie is the leader of the Gladiators. Well, it seems like he's the leader. So Albie stops him, and then they put him outside for trying to kill Thomas. But then, like a day or two after that, someone else comes in the maze, and it's like a shocker to them because it's the first time a new Gladiator came to the maze within the 1 month period, and also it's just a shocker because it was the first girl to ever come to the maze. Her name is Teresa, and before all these glaze were put in the maze, they had a life before this, but they don't remember that life because the creators of the maze like drugged them or something, and like they lost all their memories. And yeah um And oh yeah, and Teresa and Thomas were like best friends or something before they were like put into the maze, and they like can telepathically like talk to each other. So yeah, and like throughout the first like half of the book, like there really wasn't much. It was just actually there was a lot actually. First it was like I only think the major part of the first part of the book, well like the first half was like when Teresa was found, when she went in a coma. That was like one major part. Like she kept on talking to Thomas telepathically, and Thomas didn't understand what was going on. And then the only other important part was when Thomas went into the maze to save Alvy. To help Minho. Minho is the leader of the runners, aka the keeper of the runners. To help um Minos carry Albie back to the Glade. The Glade is where like all the Gladers stay. Even though he wasn't supposed to, Thomas wasn't supposed to go out into the base because he wasn't a runner at this point. But it was such an important part because thanks to Thomas, him and Mino were able to survive. Well, it wasn't all his, like it wasn't all his fault that they were like it wasn't all his fault that they were surviving. It was like he was like he only like his role in surviving the night was learning how to defeat the Grievers. Um, yeah, that was the only important part, and yeah, it was important because no one has ever survived the night before. Whenever someone tried to, they just always found their like dead bodies or something like that. Um, yeah, and then like after that, they had the keepers of the like different parts, like the farmers and stuff like that, and, like the meat house people. That the keeper of those places held like a meeting called the keeper meeting, which they held once in a while, and they talked about like how Thomas ran maze without permission, stuff like that. And, like they talked about how he should be punished, and Thomas was put in one day for the slammer. And then Mino made Thomas a runner. That was the only important thing. Second part, really, I don't even know. I really couldn't understand what was going on in the second part. Like, I think they just rushed it. Like, Thomas was having all these ideas on how to escape the maze. There were, like, so much, like, half the time I didn't even understand, like, what he was trying to accomplish. Um, like, for example, like, when he said the maps, like, I thought he was trying to accomplish something else because, like, he was talking about the maps, and, like, I think he started talking about, like, a different thing also, but that didn't work, so I didn't even realize that it didn't work. Because, like, it was just so many ideas at once. And then, like, Thomas just had the idea to see get stung by a Griever to get his, like, memories back. And, like, I thought that was, like, the stupidest idea ever. But after that, we learned he helped create the maze and stuff. So, yeah, he did help. So, really, that was only all that was, like important about the books. The only other important part was that 20 of them, 20 of the gladiators tried to escape. Only, like, about 10 of them survived and escaped. Actually, it's like about 9 now because one of them got killed, like right when they escaped. So, yeah, that's like the only. Those are like the most important things about the book. But let's talk about the pros and cons. Like one pro was like it was a well detailed story. Like in my opinion, everything was detailed. Um, Like whenever like they like never told you anything. You had to like figure out most of these things by yourself. Like that's why I was mostly confused because not until this year I became a big reader. So yeah. Um so I really couldn't interpret. I think that's the right word. Pretty sure that's the right, yeah, interpret like the ideas that are going on. So yeah. Um I think that's like my only pro. My only con was that I felt like he rushed it. Like he wanted to make it, so like I think he wanted to like he spent a lot of time in the beginning, but maybe like he had to like rush it in the end to get it out. Before, maybe he had like a deadline or something, so he had to get it out before then. So like he had to like rush it because like there was so many ideas going on, and what in my opinion, I don't know if it actually was true. But when I was reading it, I felt like there were too many ideas going on at once. Like them trying to do multiple things. Like the clay was just a mess, so I didn't even understand what most people were doing half the time. So, yeah. But overall, my opinion was that I loved the Maze Runner. I am currently reading the second book. I haven't got that far into it because I started it like 3 hours ago. Only read for half an hour because it's like Christmas. It was Christmas. Yeah, it's Christmas. Yeah, it's 25th. And I wanted to play with my friends, but those single lizard squad has attacked. They got us single servers. I'm gonna go read in a few minutes. Yeah, but in my opinion, yeah, it was overall good. So far, I don't know how I feel about new one, the second one so far. Like, I think it'll be interesting because like, now I'll save that for later book talk. Well, guys, hope you enjoyed this book talk. I'm pretty sure this was a big fail, but I was gonna try something new once in a while. So, yep. Peace, guys.